So Margaret, we've taken on the dairy hygiene business this year.
Yeah.
We took it on in May. We're now probably 6 months on. So we took it over from Sean Johnson.
Yeah.
So I suppose the main things are lime and the whole chemical side. So we're selling 2 types of lime.
Yeah, we are. So this is Northstone lime. This is a feed grade lime. So there is no disinfectant in this lime. So it's just a plain bedding lime, basically. And the second one then is Mastercal, and this is a 15% hydrated lime. So this will kill a certain amount of bugs underneath the cows. I suppose this one is basically mainly for cows that are teat sealed and things like that, whereas as soon as they calve down, normally you'd be going over into the hydrated lime because the teat canals are open and things like that. So that's basically the difference between them, but it's up to yourself when you want to use them. Like, you know, some people use the Northstone all year round, some people use the hydrated lime all year round. But we do them in ton bags, 1 ton, and we also do them in bags of small bags, yeah,
okay.
20 kg bags.
Right.
It depends on what you can handle on the farm.
So I suppose the lime business started quite early this year in September because of the weather, how it broke early.
Yeah, it started, I suppose, in the middle of September. I'd say probably the Northstone started first. We've had a long inside for the cows. Cows have been in a long time, and hopefully they won't be in a long time in the new year. But it has been a very busy September, October, November and December.
Okay, so Tim is doing all our deliveries for us then with this.
Yeah, we have one delivery driver. He does all the big bags. He has a flatbed truck that can take 8 ton of lime, and it has a high ab grab that can to take off the bags. And especially if you're in tight yards and things like that, it's a small truck that will get into tight yards. Yeah.
Let's look at the chemical side. So on the chemical side, what are we selling then, Margaret?
Yeah. So firstly, we're selling chlorine-free detergent. All the detergents are chlorine-free now. We can no longer use chlorine. So we have 2 types of chlorine-free detergent. We have the Mueller detergent, which is called, another name is called Ultradet, which is for areas of hard water. So it's specifically suited to areas of hard water. And then we have the Purison, which chlorine-free, which is another chlorine-free detergent, which is in areas of non-hard water or any other areas.
Okay.
So they're both very good detergents, but this one is better suited to hard water.
And that's a big seller for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially up around the west of Ireland, Galway region, things like that, where the water is very hard.
Okay.
But a lot of farms have water treatment systems now, so if the water is softer or less limey, the Purison chlorine-free is the one to use.
Okay.
As I say, they're both very good detergents. We do sell an awful lot of the Purison as well.
Okay. So what are we looking at next then?
Yeah. The next thing then is the acid. So we have a dual acid. So it's a nitric and phosphoric acid, and that's used mainly for descale. So if you're using with chlorine-free, you have to use descale more often. So this is a very good descale. It's a food grade descale, and you need to use it probably. Maybe if you're hot washing with the Purison, you'd want to be using it at least 2-3 times a week. Maybe more if you're using the Ultradet, the hard water detergent. So that's the chlorine-free detergent. This is Purison line cleaner. This would be mainly for bull tanks, things like that. This one is Centrochlor. This is the hypochlorite. So this is chlors basically on a different chlors, under a different label. So that would be mainly the chlorine-free detergents, acids, and the chlors. The other thing we have is down here, which would go hand in hand with that, would be the peracetic acid, which would be here, which would be used now as an alternative to chlorus, as chlorus is no longer allowed in the machine. You can only use chlorus now if you're cleaning externally. This one would be the sterilizer of choice now, which is peracetic acid.
Okay.
5% peracetic acid. So All of those are 25 litre drums, and we also do them in 205 litre and in on IBCs, which are 1,000 litres as well. So I suppose moving on from the cleaning part of it, then we do a range of teeth sprays and teeth care. So our best seller would be this pink one, which is the Jewel Dip, and then we have Jewel Dip would be pre and post dipping. So you can pre and post milking. So you can do it before and after milking, or you can just do it after milking. The Jewel Dip Supreme, the same pre and post milking, but you can also, that one would have a higher concentration of chlorhexidine than the Jewel Dip, and probably a bit more softeners. This would be more of a winter dip. This would be probably more of a summer dip. So that would be kind of the distinctions between them. But some people would use either or all year round.
Okay.
Then we also have this one, which is the blue barrier spray, which would be a step up from the two of those again. And that would be, again, a higher concentration, and it is of chlorhexidine. And it's also, it's blue in colour, and it's if you have some sort of problems in the farm and you need a higher grade teeth spray, the blue barrier would be the answer to that then. So again, all of those come in 25 litre drums, 205 litre barrels, or 1,000 litre IBCs.
Right. Formaldehyde?
Yeah, we also do two types of teeth or foot bath solutions. So you have straight formaldehyde or formalin, which would be a brand name, or you have a formaldehyde blend, which you would have copper sulfate in the actual blend. So that would be, this time of the year, we're seeing a lot of formaldehyde or formalin blend being used. I suppose the winter or the summer has been wet, so hoofs are soft going into housing. So there probably is a lot of lameness, and I suppose the weather is mild enough too that there's some bugs around. So we're seeing a lot of formalin blend being used at the moment in housing.
Right.
I also forgot to mention we have powder solutions as well for chlorine-free powder, which is very popular. This would be our popular cold wash. You can use it hot or cold, and it's a powder chlorine-free powder, which would contain a higher amount of caustic than the liquids. But modern milking powders now, a lot of modern milking powders haven't got the facility to use powder. So they have to use liquids all the time, but some people would alternate between powder and liquid just to give a higher or a more, I suppose, more of an aggressive wash. So we have those. That again, that's another version of the powder. It's a low foam. So if you've a machine that does a lot of churning when it's washing, or a lot of water, the water is turning, you need a low foam. Otherwise, the jar, the high probe in the jar will turn off the pumps. So that's why you use the low foam. We don't get much use for that, but you get the odd parlour that needs that, because otherwise it keeps turning off the circulation pumps.
So the third element, Margaret, to the business that we took over was, I suppose, the sale of steaks.
Yeah.
They're imported.
Yeah, we have two types of steaks. So we have what we call acacia, which is it's a hardwood. They're an untreated steak, and they're brought in from the Ukraine, outside of the Ukraine actually, Latvia. So those ones are they're peeled, so they'd be a bit more. They don't look as uniform as the machine turned steaks. But it's of a very hard wood, so it's long-lasting wood. We also have Latvian pine, which are called brown treated. They're treated against the elements, but they would be more machine cut, so they'd be a uniform steak. Yeah. And we have them in all sizes, and we also have strainers as well.
Okay, yeah. I suppose we're coming into the time now where people will be getting ready for the spring, and you
Yeah.
have inquiries for.
Yeah, we have a good lot of steaks going out this month already. I suppose people are getting ready for, hopefully for an early spring out into grass early, like so. They're moving already. But as I say, we have a full range ready to go, and we can deliver as well.
And I suppose it's handy with the deliveries, be it lime or your dairy hygiene.
Yeah,
some
you can.
posts go with it as a
You
mix and
can.
match.
Yeah, you can mix and match if you want dairy hygiene, bag of lime, and bale of steaks.
Yes.
You know, we can do that.
Yeah, great.
And we also have smaller items like filter socks and things like that as well. You know, we do a full range of filter socks as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
That's it.
That's it. No, very good. So look, it's predominantly a customer base, which
Yeah.
is 1 hour radius of here. We're obviously
Yeah.
selling up a bit to the west of Ireland, but
Yeah, majority would be around here, I suppose. North Cork and Limerick and Kerry, North Kerry being, I suppose, and Tipperary, I suppose,
Yeah.
being a high volume dairy area.
yeah,
That would be our predominant market. But we do go to Galway and Westmeath. You know,
with a large,
yeah,
I
yeah,
suppose
with
a truckload
larger.
of- yeah.
Normally, it's nearly always with IBCs or with 200 litre drums. We try to keep the orders higher quantity, higher value, the further away they are, because we offer a free delivery service.
Yes.
Like so.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks for that summary.
No bother.
Thank you.
No bother.